A score or so kilometers to the east of Lumbini, the birthplace of Lord Buddha, lies Marchawar. "2,500 years later, the factors of the human condition that led to the Buddha's renunciation of worldly life still exist in that area. Diseases are rampant, poverty is all-pervading, and there is a lack of opportunity for those who want to do something. Compared to many other villages of Nepal, Marchawar is easily accessible. The land is fertile and has a relatively advanced physical infrastructure. Yet, the village is still marked by destitution and backwardness. In the Buddha's search for a path to salvation, he thought over the reasons behind human suffering and formulated an eightfold path as the proper conduct in life. He had also enjoined that his precepts would be best followed in the community spirit. At the moment, all over the world, thousands of monks are spreading the message of the Buddha's teachings and preaching peace. A kind of preaching is going on in Marchawar also, and it is perhaps fitting that this too is about working together as a community. The Buddha sought a spiritual answer to human suffering, while the message being spread in Marchawar will ultimately lead to physical comfort and perhaps with it spiritual bliss. With wholehearted cooperation from the people from the villages in this area, a group of young men and women are helping the villagers find a way out of their destitution and towards self-reliance. This is through the campaign called Liberation from Deprivation through Swabalamban that was begun in 14 village development committees in Marchawar in early 1998. Swabalamban, which comes from the Nepali word for self-reliance, is a program that is different from most development activities in Nepal. This is mainly because Swabalamban activists do not propagate development that is measured in terms of money or physical achievement. Instead, their message is aimed at focusing the mind towards self-reliance. The program initially sets up committees for income generation, and these bodies are later developed into cooperatives that function autonomously. This is done with a view to helping the villagers gain self-respect, self-confidence and unity of purpose. The strongest aspect of the self-reliance program are the field workers. Almost all of them come from the rural backgrounds, and rather than see their work with Swabalamban as just another job, they have undertaken it as part of their life and lifestyle. Like other peasants, they work the fields every day, and on holidays too, they spend their time in villages. And because of their empathy with fellow villagers, they are able to win their trust quite easily. The song composed by Paltu Chaudhary stands as an example of the enthusiastic response Swabalamban has received.
पवन के आए से आदर मिट जात है, घर रोज रोज जाए से झगड़ा मिट जात है, समिति को बनाए से क्रोध मिट जात है, स्वावलंबन में आए से छलफल कराई के समिति बनाई के छलफल कराई के
The villagers involved with Swabalamban find various ways to express their solidarity with the spirit of the song, whether it be through their enhanced self-respect, growing self-confidence, productive employment, or freedom from vice.
इसका कार्यकर्ता लोग हम लोगों के लिए तो बहुत अच्छे हैं, हम लोगों के लिए तो अच्छे हैं, जो सामने आते हैं बहुत प्रेमी लोग.
The workers with Swabalamban are good people and are considerate towards us.
समझाते हैं.
Their work is aimed at helping us and they teach us new things all the time. Even though they speak Nepali and we Bhojpuri, we understand each other very well. This program is really good and we have benefited a lot from it. It has also helped us women gain respectability and provided opportunities.
Until Swabalamban came to our village, we would find it very difficult to get together and talk things over. It was not part of our custom to do that. The best thing about Swabalamban is it has shown us how to get organized. Earlier, we did not have the confidence or even know how to present views at a meeting. That has changed now.
अब जैसे डेली रोज नौतनवा जाए पड़ता है काम करे वो करे अलावा अब 2-4-10 दिन घर हूँ अपन आराम करे.
I used to go to the Indian town of Nautanwa every day for work. But since I was trained by Swabalamban in the maintenance of pump sets, there is plenty of work for me here. Now life is much easier.
लेकिन कैसो मजबूरी जाकर ने अपन एक महीना पंप सेट मरम्मत के तालीम कैली ये कुलियन फायदा भाई अच्छे तरीके से काम चलत बा.
परिवर्तन यही है जैसे मान लीजिए दारू हुआ शराब हुआ सुरती हुआ और अनाप शनाप काम.
The difference is that people do not smoke so much, chewing tobacco has gone down and drinking has decreased.
जबकि हमारे ही गांव में दारू पी करके लोग अनाप शनाप बकते थे बौराते थे.
Now they ain't drunk shouting around. They might still be drinking, but they do it on the sly and don't create a nuisance in the village. Gambling has also gone down.
इसका प्रभाव नहीं पड़ा स्वावलंबन का बहुत पड़ा. अब हम लोग नहीं देखते हैं उतना दारू हमारे गांव में नहीं है. और ये जो है ताश वगैरह जो हुआ जब देखते हैं लोग कहीं होता भी है तो भागते हैं कि आए हैं लोग कहीं फाड़ छोड़ने दें फेंकने दें. यही सब अच्छा ही है
असुरैना गांव विकास समिति के अंदर जब से ग्रामीण स्वावलंबन का हमारे 8,000 जन समितियां हैं.
There are 8 rural Swabalamban income generating committees under Asuraina Village Development Committee. There is also a coordinating committee which meets on the 6th of every month.
हर एक महीना में निर्धारित गति. उसके बाद में
The coordinating committee meets with each of the income generating committees and finds out what the situation is, how much money they have, how much has been disbursed, how much has been recovered from loans. We keep tabs on all the accounts.
लागत है कितना लगाने की है, कितना वसूली है, कितना बाकी सब रिकॉर्ड हम लोगों को हर एक महीना के 6 गति को मिलता है.
Self-reliance is not the first development program to arrive in Marchawar. Since 1982, the Marchawar lift irrigation project has been operating here. The project's objective was to alleviate poverty through increased agricultural productivity and was jointly sponsored by His Majesty's government and the United Nations Capital Development Fund. The project was originally slated to irrigate 5,600 hectares of land, but so far it has been able to provide water only for 1,400 hectares. The project is standing proof that physical infrastructure alone will not be able to produce the needed transformation, especially not in a country like Nepal with its complex social and economic structure. In 1995, the performance of the irrigation project was assessed by 2 water resource experts, Ajay Dikshit and Deepak Gyawali.
95 मा हामीले रिभ्यु गर्दाखेरि अब त्यहाँ सिंचाई प्रणालीको निर्माण भइसकेको थियो. सिंचाई प्रणाली पनि अलिकति प्राविधिक रूपमा
When we went to review the irrigation system in 1995, it was already in place. The system at Marchawar is technically quite different from the others. Water is pumped up from the Danav river into the canal to be distributed to the fields. We found weaknesses in all technical, social and organizational aspects of the project. We found that the area irrigated was much less than what the original design had envisaged. Although we found farmers utilizing water from the canal in various places, our findings showed that given the infrastructure in place, this utilization was much below par. The pump was not working properly, and we had to ensure its maintenance and that it was functioning appropriately. We looked at the possibility of handing over the operation of the project to a users group. To do so, we had to upgrade the technical know-how of the users group. We thought it was best that we teach the farmers who are going to use the water. And we suggested that the Swabalamban program be introduced in Marchawar, since we felt that if the success of the program elsewhere could be replicated in Marchawar, it would have the most positive effect of helping the locals take maximum benefit from the project.
सामूहिक एउटा क्षमता बढाउन जुन खालको प्रयास